Welcome to a visit with Experience Jackson. I'm with Rachel Buchanan from Experience Jackson and Lloyd Ganton from Ye Olde Carriage Museum. And we're inside Ye Olde Carriage Museum, which in my opinion is one of the most hidden gems in the entire country. Lloyd, tell me a little bit about Ye Olde Carriage and kind of how long you've been building this collection.
Well, it seems like we go back 40 years when I got my first Jackson car here. And ever since, I've been collecting Jackson automobiles.
No, it's not just automobiles inside Ye Olde Carriage. You have memory lane, you have pedal cars. Every time I'm here, I see something different. I just saw an old collection of mint condition matchbooks.
Yeah.
Is there anything you don't collect?
Well, not really. We have something for everyone, and that's what we're proud of. Anyone that comes on a tour, if they don't find something they like, then that's their problem.
There's so much history, so much Jackson history. What is it about the Jackson automobiles that really drew your eye?
Well, my first one was a 1908 Fuller, and then beyond that, I collected 18 more, and I kept looking, and we traveled around the country and found them here and there and everywhere. But I guess I have a weakness for Jackson automobiles.
Well, and we're certainly glad that you do, because Rachel, right here in Jackson, one of the most, I'm lost for words. It's just an awesome, awesome museum.
Yeah. Now, from the outside, as you pull up, you would never know what's inside when you open up the door. I've been here multiple times, and every time the door opens, you start just drooling over what an incredible collection. You're kind of transported into the world. You know, a lot of the cars see as things set up and displays talking about them, or giving some special little insight into where it came from or why it's special or unique. And I think you're just blown away at every next thing you look at.
Yeah, I like seeing some of the old Jackson items like Jacobsons and Gilberts, of course, Schuler's. It's fun to see old Jackson history preserved so well.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's so much of it. You think, you know, Jackson is a smaller Midwest town. You know, we've got some really amazing things to brag on, and a lot of them are right here in these walls.
Yeah, if you don't think Jackson has a lot of history, you've never been to the Ye Olde Carriage Museum. Lloyd, let me ask you a little bit about Jackson's history. Tell me a little bit about what you've noticed, you know, from early collecting of these automobiles kind of into our recent history.
Well, the population of Jackson in 1920 was 80,000 people, and today it's 30,000 plus. And so when I think back what Jackson has done, it amazes me also. Jackson has a rich heritage, a wonderful heritage, and we just hope that we can keep it here and share it with the community.
Which is, of course, good news for you. Now, how would someone go about getting a tour of this museum?
Yeah, well, I know that to get a tour of the Ye Olde Carriage shop is a very special occasion. We worked with a lot of people, both in town and visitors from around, that have asked about that. And of course, in our position, we try to give out the best information we can. It is by appointment, so it is something you do want to plan ahead, and it's something worth planning ahead for as well.
Now, what would you say to people who are going to go through the museum? What do you think their experience will be going through here? What do you think will surprise them the most?
Well, we get a lot of car clubs from all over the Midwest, and the members of the car clubs can't believe it that Jackson had so much to share with the community. So I guess it surprises most everyone, whether they're school children or just a service club. We love to surprise them.
Now, you know everything about vehicles, everything about cars. How many of these Jackson cars are out there in the world?
Well, there are 5 of the cars that were built in Jackson I think are extinct. I hope to find some more someday, but it's getting slim picking, and that's kind of where it goes. I've given up searching. As I said, we have 19 of the cars here in the museum, and if I find any more, I will be very pleased.
Rachel, we were talking earlier about what our favorite part of the museum is, and for me, it's kind of just looking in the little nooks and crannies to see some of the other little pieces that are displayed. How about you when you walk in here?
Well, being a child of the 80s, I'm automatically drawn to the DeLorean pretty quickly. But the bonus is that's in the back corner. So you have to go through everything else and find all those little gems along the way. I think it's really exciting, too, to go through the Coca-Cola room. It's huge for collectors, and you're kind of just thrown in and immersed into this old diner type of setting. My little boys like to come here. They love to look at all the toy room and kind of see what that looked like, and of course cars in a variety of sizes and shapes. And just looking around, just learning about that is really exciting for me. Over here.
What is your single favorite item in this museum, Lloyd?
Probably that car right straight across from us, the 1908 Fuller. That was my first Jackson car 35 years ago, and it belongs to be my favorite car.
Awesome. And it's won awards in the past.
Yes, it's been a national winner more than once, but it's been retired.
Well, this is just awesome. I want to thank you for letting us inside the museum to get a peek around. And if you'd like more information, of course, you can visit the website or experience Jackson's website. And again, Ye Old Carriage Museum, just a gem in Jackson, a gem in Michigan, and really a gem in the entire country.